What's up guys, Justin here with TheSketchUpEssentials.com, back with another SketchUp quick tutorial for you. In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to swap out different components really quickly inside of SketchUp. Before we get started, if you're looking for more great SketchUp tips, kind of my best tips for smart modeling practices in SketchUp, make sure you check out my free guide at TheSketchUpEssentials.com/tips. Now let's go ahead and just jump into it. Alright, so one of the things that you sometimes want to do inside of SketchUp is you want to be able to come in and swap out different options to see how different things look, and you don't necessarily want to adjust things like the components that are already in there. So we're going to go ahead and use my deck model here, and I'm going to go ahead and say it. I understand that the framing on this deck isn't exactly the way that you'd frame a deck, but we're going to use this as our example model anyway. And so what I want to talk about in this case is, let's say for example that you wanted to come in here and you wanted to look at some different options for this railing. And so in this case we're specifically going to look at these vertical 4x4 posts. And so if you look at this post right now, all of the posts in here have been modeled as components, which is really helpful because now if we come in here and we make a change to one of them, the others are going to change as well. And so in this case you can see that the name of this is the vertical rail post. So if you click on it, you go up in your entity info, this shows you that this is the component definition. Well, what a lot of people don't know is there's actually a list of the components that are active in your model down in the components section of your tray. And if you don't see that, you can go up to Window, Default Tray, and first of all make sure the tray is enabled, but if you go down and you find the option for components right here, that's how you're going to turn that on. Well, what this does is this lists all of those different components that are contained in your model. And if this looks like something other than the components that are in your model, just click on the little drop down here and select the option for in model. And so if you look at this, you can see how this actually has a list of all of the different components that I have in here. Well, in this case specifically, we're going to look for the vertical post or vertical rail post, because if you remember, that's the name of the component inside this definition. Well, you can see how I can find that by clicking right here on this object. And if you were to just click in your model now, this would bring in a new copy of that object, but we don't necessarily want to do that. In this case, we want to select the ones that are already in the model. So if you go to this vertical rail post and right click on it, you click the button for select instances. That's going to allow you to select the different copies of that object that are in your model. And so one thing I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make a copy of this vertical post using the move tool in copy mode, and I'm going to right click on that and make that unique. And I'm just doing that so I have a copy of this that I can go back to if I want to. But in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click and I'm going to select all of the instances of that component. You can see how that's all of these objects right here, and you can see how I've modeled out a couple different options. Well, what this means is I can come in and find one of those options, like this one. I hadn't really renamed it, but it's just called vertical rail post number 1. So that's this option right here. Well, if I right click on this with all of these selected, I can click the button for replace selected. That'll actually swap out all of the selected components with this new component that I have selected. And so you can see how those are all still selected, but even if they weren't, I could just right click and I could select all of those instances. Well, now what I'm going to do, and I don't necessarily want this one selected, but now what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click on this next option. I'm going to click replace selected. So you can see how I can swap all of those selected out with this object now as well. And then if I wanted to go back to my original object, I could just go back to the vertical rail post and click replace selected again. So you can see how this is swapping all of these objects out really quickly, which is a great way to look at different options and things like that. And so another example is, let's say that we wanted to take all of these square vertical fence rail pickets like this in our model and we wanted to make them round. Well, what I could do is I could come find that object. So in this case that would be the vertical picket object, and I would click select instances. And you can see how that selects all of those different instances in the model. Then I could come in here and I could right click on this new picket that I've created and I could click replace selected. And you can see how that swaps out all of the copies of this component with this round copy that's in here. And one thing to pay attention to when you do this, and I'm just going to bring this in just so you can see, is pay attention to where the axes of the objects are. Meaning if I double click in here, you can see how this object has been inserted based on the origin point, or the point where the object axes intersect. Well, now if I double click on this one, you can see how when I swap that out, that's going to swap those out at that same axis point. So it's going to swap that out. So like for example, if I was to take this object and I was to go inside of it and I was to move this off the axis and then replace all of the objects in the model, so like this, and I was to click replace selected, you can see how these are now off center because the object axis isn't the same for this object that it was for this one. So all I'm saying is when you swap these out, the location of the object axis is going to be important to making sure that your objects stay in place. So like for example, you would want this object lined up on that object axis in order to keep all of these in the same location. You can see how now when I bring these instances in, because the axis location for the object was in the same location, the spacing stays correct on these objects. So hopefully that made sense. Leave a comment below and let me know what you thought. Did you know about this trick? Have you been using swapping of components to look at different options? I just love having that SketchUp conversation with you guys. If you like this video, please remember to click that like button down below. If you're new around here, remember to click that subscribe button for new SketchUp content every week. If you like what I'm doing on this channel, please consider supporting me on Patreon. Every little bit helps, even if it's only $1 a month. So make sure you check out that link in the notes down below. But in any case, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this. I really appreciate it, and I will catch you in the next video. Thanks, guys.